Hello besties, it's WhatAGreatDai here and welcome back with another Create a Sim video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm gonna try to not ramble about random stuff. I'm gonna discuss my sim. And as you can see, I've already started my process. This sim is going to be a punk sim. Usually my process is I start off with a particular item that I've seen and downloaded that I center my whole sim around. And this sim in particular has been centered around this hair that I'm going to use. I found this hair while I was looking for something else recently, and it's just been on my mind for a while now. So I'm like, I'm going to use this damn hair. And I started off, I was like, okay, well, this hair is very punk rock, so I guess I'm gonna have to make a punk sim. And it's been one of those types of, I guess, categories, like simming categories that I've just been really into. Like every sim that I make, I just want to make like dark and mysterious, but sweet. Like you could tell they're a sweet person. And so I really love the lips on this sim actually. But I decided that I want kind of like this nice, smooth, model-esque look for my sim. I had been playing around with a couple of new skin overlays and skin blends, whatever you want to call it. I know there's a difference, I always forget, but I wanted to play around with them. I had used this tulip skin a little bit ago, and normally I'm really into the butter skin or the So Creamy Skin by Twisted Cat, but I was like, I really want to try a different style. So I used the tulip skin, and I got the idea of layering skin overlays from Prixie Pay. They actually mentioned it a while ago, and ever since then I sometimes do it. Most of the times I usually like the really silky smooth look, but I wanted to try something different. Skin overlays like this are kind of a little bit grainy. They have like a different texture to it, but I was really interested in trying something different. The second skin overlay I used, I kind of missed a little bit. Added the little collarbone part, so that's what I got from layering. And then this is the Twisted Cat So Creamy Skin that I love so much. I used that skin for the eyelid look. The second skin overlay that I used was for the collarbones, and the first one is basically for the face. Then I usually go by and mold them. The first skin overlay like adds really nice like lip detail, just a little bit sharpness to the face. The second one that I used had the collarbones and also the cheekbone structure. I'm trying not to say a lot too, because my son's really starting to pick up. Oh, there I go rambling. You know what? Whatever. I was about to say again, but yeah, the cheekbones. And then I really love gaps. I have a gap. I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to have a really big gap. Like I could stick my tongue through it, and all of a sudden, like my mom was a little bit worried about it, and she would always like bring it up with the dentist, and they would be like, oh no, it's beautiful, leave it, blah 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 blah. And then as I got older, it just started closing more and more. There I go saying so I cut through to, I usually go through my hairs, and I have a bad habit of just like playing with hairs just to see how they look, and I will get distracted. So I cut that off and just went straight to the hair that I wanted to use. The hairline on that hair is a little bit pushed back, so I did add a hairline. I really love this hairline, it's one of my favorites. And then the punk eyebrows, I believe, are in the makeup section. So I was debating between not giving her any eyebrows at all and then some small eyebrows, but I ended up finding these, and I was like, okay, that the best of both worlds. Then I didn't want her to have like real dramatic eyelashes, but I wanted her to have kind of like a somber, not depressed, but also like she doesn't really have that much of a care in the world, but she does care about people. I don't know if that makes sense. But her favorite color is red, so I wanted to incorporate that. But I didn't want her to have a dramatic eyeshadow. if you're into those types of things, Peachy Fairy is amazing in their eyeshadow. They have a lot of dramatic looks, like really out there, glittery, vibrant looks out there for the eyeshadow. But I really wanted something a little bit not too, I guess, visible, but visible enough that you can see that pop. But the eyeliner by Peachy Fairy, I love. This is my favorite eyeliner in the game right now. There's another one, like a smaller version, like a more I guess everyday look by Twisted Cat that I also really love, but the like little graphic with the line over the eyelid is perfect. And then this lipstick is also by the same person that made the hair, and it's giving me very much Shigo. I believe there's another creator, I don't know if it's Cryptid Sims, but somebody else has a really nice Shigo lip, but this one is more matte instead of glossy, and I just really like it. It flowed on with the lip shape of the sim, it flowed with the actual sim itself. And then we got down to the piercings. I didn't know what kind of piercings I wanted for her. I didn't know if I wanted it to be more dramatic or if I wanted it to be, you know, kind of subtle. Like, she's punk rock, but she doesn't have to prove that she's punk rock. You know, the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. So I went through and I had the perfect setup, and then I found this set that came with like a full face, but it was just so out there, and I was like, I really don't want to draw away from her face because her face is so beautiful in my opinion. And also, like, the way that the eye bags flow with the skin, I love these eye bags. Tamo, like Tamo, or Tamo, I'm not really sure how to pronounce their user. They have great eye bags, and I think it's Ratboy Sims has another set of eye bags, but they're more I guess for the Max's Match, like, stereotypical look Sims. Tamo, theirs is also more for more subtle, but these are can get very dramatic, those eye bags. But you guys just saw the set that I was talking about. They have two different sets, and I was like, I don't know if I should do that or not, because it was really drawing away from her face, and I didn't want that. So I started doing the back button, and I was like, you know what, let me just go back and click on everything, because it will be a lot quicker. I don't know why the undo button takes so long in CAS, but it does. So I was just like, you know what, let me just go and manually do it. Let me stop being lazy. So I went through and I just put everything back. Thank God I remembered, because I am horrible with forgetting like what I used before, because I will do that all the time. I will decide something and then I'm like, oh no, I can find something better, and then I will forget what I did. These earrings, I think they're also by the person that made the lipstick and the hair, and of course I'm linking all of this below. I don't know if I'm gonna pin it in a comment or whatever, but it will be linked, and they're just so cute. And I was debating, I was like, do I make them white ears or black ears? Because of course, like, they could be her ears, but I'm like, why would she wear her own ears? Down with the patriarchy. So I was like, let her be a little bit of a rebel. And I was going through trying to find like some different earrings, but I was like, you know what, no, we're doing white ears. That's that. She's punk rock, you know, she wants to make people scared of her, but she's a sweetheart. Like, she's literally the mother. And I was trying to figure out what necklace I wanted. I saw that necklace and I was like, oh, that's very cool. And then I remembered I have another necklace that I just really love, and they're by Evel. Again, it's linked. This is the person that also made the shoes and the gloves I'm going to use. Their whole like CC repertoire, I think that's a big word for you. Repertoire is like very like grunge and emo and dark and mysterious, and I love it because I don't dress like that, but it's like, if I dressed how I wanted to dress with whatever money I don't have, it would be that. And so I'm just debating like, what kind of style do I want her to like have. I really wanted her to wear some tall boots, but I didn't know which ones. I thought about like the ones with the covers on them, and I'm like, oh, I've already used those. I really want to use these buckled ones, but I can never figure out what to wear with them, like pants wise. I was gonna try to use that, but it was the the like little glitching was annoying. So I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be horrible. I really wanted to use those boots, but I didn't know what to wear with them. So I'm just going through trying to figure out what will look best with it. I really was about to go with that dress because I love it so much. I love Sente and Aretha. Then I was like, oh, I could do this, but I'm like, no, I don't want to be no Edward Scissorhands. So I put on the tights and I was like, okay, we could work our way around this. Maybe we'll do some shorts. And literally my process is just trial and error whenever I do stuff like this. I go in kind of blind. I just have an idea of what object I'm definitely going to use, and then I just start picking and choosing what I'm going to do on top of that. And so after that, I'm just like, you know what? Let's just click. And then as I'm going through, I see these shirts, and then I see like a t-shirt, and I'm like, oh, I have the perfect idea. And then boom, I hit a t-shirt that I wasn't even planning on using. And then I just go through it and I'm like, which one looks more badass? And I really was thinking about the Hello Kitty one, but I'm like, no, let's just go with the first one. It looks cooler. And after that, I'm like, okay, it's just, I knew I was going to use the gloves because I'm like, I want her to have like a long sleeve. I was just trying to figure out which long sleeve to do. And then I remembered Yvel again has a beautiful sleeve, and I could finally use the white and black swatch. And then I saw these and I was like, oh, that's kind of lit. But the swatches didn't look that great with the black, because you know, every now and then there's different types of black. Like one black is darker than the other or more dingy than the other. And so I was just struggling with that. And after I got the sleeves on, I felt good about my sis. I was like, okay, look at my punk rocker, like she's badass. I'm not a fan of the heel situation. I really do wish it was platform, but there's my good sis. She's cute. But beware, I don't know what's causing this little glitch, but in game it's like the shadow. I don't know if it's from the skin overlay, but the shadow was a little bit messy, like a little bit glitchy. So beware if you try to recreate this, besties. And thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Let me know if there's any category you want to try to see me do, because I'm down with it. Let me know what aesthetic. Anyways, I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.